It's
Uh, all right. Yeah, I was talking about that. How do we look? We look good? We look good.
I think we look great.
Okay. Ready?
Sure.
All right. What's good, fam? We doing it again. Sweet Talk, Power Slap 21. And thankfully, thank the slap gods, we have something beautiful in front of us
Oh,
right now.
thank you.
Taking a little bit of a little bit of a break from this part of it. Taylor, how are you?
I am so good. I actually just pulled up my pants and
It's like a stay front. You won't go here. Yeah, you're okay.
that's so insane. I don't know how that.
It's funny when you first came on the podcast, it's been a minute now.
Yeah, yeah,
But we got off and we both thought, oh, there's so much more stuff I want to say.
yeah.
So now this is our opportunity. And fam, for those that don't know, so Taylor came on the scene when Power Slap was around New Orleans. But you've kind of, I don't know, outside looking in, you kind of found a little home. Like you're on each event and it's just like progressing, I guess. Yeah.
I really have. I feel like I'm getting much closer with all the people involved, and obviously with you and Ellie, who I love so much. You guys are the best. But all the strikers are so cool, and I'm meeting new ones every time, and I'm just having so much fun. And I was never into any sort of fighting before this,
Especially this kind of fight.
especially this kind of crazy fighting. But yeah, I think Power Slap really changed my life because I'm having so much fun here. And I'm really learning a lot. Knowledge that I never thought I would have.
Yeah, about very specific things.
Yes.
Yeah. And speaking of all that, you just, I don't know if I want to say it now or whatever, but it's you and Ellie that are doing like some commentating for bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah, for Bare Knuckle Boxing, we're doing some comment.
Bare knuckle boxing, excuse me.
Yeah, they were doing a partnership with TikTok. So we go live on TikTok for the pre-shows
So,
and we commentate, and it is so fun. It is brutal. There's a lot of blood. And I'm learning a lot there too, because Ellie is extremely knowledgeable. Obviously, she's been fighting for a long time. Me, no. I had no cards that said, what is a jab on? I,
wild.
I am, because, I know what a jab is, but to actually talk about these things as someone who's supposed to be knowledgeable and telling the audience what's going on was so nerve-wracking to me. But we did our first one for BKB 55. It went really well.
Yeah.
And it was so fun and exciting. And I always love working with Ellie. She's like one of my best friends.
And it really was live.
It really was lovely.
Okay, so that I've gone, it was funny. I was joking yesterday. I do like to go live because from an editing standpoint, it's so done. Like it's just kind of over. But from a not wanting to say the wrong thing perspective, I have this big paranoia that like once you hit stop, it's not off. Because when you interview a lot of times once you hit stop, that's when they actually talk.
Sure.
That's when they really like all the walls are down, there's no nervousness or whatever. So I commend you for that because going live does add a bit more maybe not nervousness, but just more awareness that you're what to say and
Yeah.
what to do. And it's a skill set because a lot of people think that looks easy or whatever. But I'm curious, once it did go live, did you have moments where you thought, oh, this might be like dead air moments? Like I gotta keep talking, things like that.
I think that's always a fear. It was also our first time doing it, our first time working with BKB. So there were a lot of unknowns. But, do they want us to talk during every match, during the walkout? They're going to be
Oh,
interviews
sure.
going on. So we're trying to figure it out as we go. What the truth is that I used to be a TV reporter.
Yeah.
And they had us sitting at a desk. It's not going to be the normal setup, but they had us sitting at a news desk, and I immediately snapped back into that. Like I was news reporter Taylor again. And then I was like, no, I need to chill a little bit because I'm not actually an anchor right now. But I think it kind of went naturally for me. And I used to go live a lot. Well, right now I go live 3 times a week.
So that,
Right?
yeah.
And then I used to go live on TikTok every day. So I'm kind of used to trying to keep up with that. And I can talk to myself for hours. So when someone else is there, it's like, great.
It's interesting though, because okay, so you definitely have the skill set of going live, it doesn't phase you, all that kind of stuff. But it is interesting because even Allie, she'll go live on Instagram and it's
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything, it's just normal. But then you put a camera in front of her like this with a mic, girl needs a shot. Like it doesn't, she gets in her own head, like I don't know what it is. And it's funny because where I have this muscle more, she has like just hitting the live button muscle a bit better.
Yeah.
And with what you're doing, it kind of marries both, right? Like you hit the live button, but there's a camera there and it's real.
Yeah, I think sometimes it helps to have like an audience. It helps to have people involved, people talking to you.
Yeah.
'Cause then you don't really feel like you're sitting in a room and talking and being filmed. You feel like you're just like sort of having a conversation when the comments are coming through. But
Yeah.
then something like this, it's just like we are being watched right now. So it feels a little isolating. Maybe that's the difference. I don't.
Yeah, that could be. That made me think. So when you guys are watching it, is it like when you did the commentating for BKB, is the fight just like on silent and it's just we just see you guys talking and then you kind of interact with the chat?
So the fight is you can hear the fight. The fight is also in our ears because
Okay.
like if you're
Because you weren't at the match, right? You were just
we're not. We
okay.
are going to be in the future,
Okay.
but their match was in Wales and it was the first time we were doing it. So they actually just had us in Miami at like a satellite office
Okay.
for the whole thing. But you could hear the match. You could also hear us talking. We could see the chat with all the comments. Some very, very nice comments, some very, very mean comments.
Two beautiful women talking in a microphone. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of that's fighting. These girls don't know anything. And someone's like, they know everything.
It's so to me it's bizarre because I guess I don't have that personality. But when Mike and Michelle was doing it off camera, she kind of showed me some of the DMs about us slapping comments, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like,
Oh,
no.
no. Yes, I actually don't check my requests a lot of the time because
Yeah,
there's just crazy things in there that I do not want to see.
right. It's that's kind of a cool aspect with, I mean, you let me know, but when your career does branch off into these different things that maybe you didn't see coming, you can kind of ignore that when you can, whereas when it's your entire world, sometimes you just got to suck it up and check the DMs, see what the requests are, but you're getting so much more opportunity in this weird fight world that could have never been on your radar.
No, literally never. I never would have thought I would be doing anything like this. And I feel like that's kind of like what life is, though, right?
Yeah.
Like these opportunities show up and you take them and then it leads to something else and it leads to something else, kind of snowballs. But no, I never knew anything about fighting before last year
Yeah.
when I got a power slap. And I've really been enjoying it. A similar thing happened to me with food. Obviously, I knew a little bit about food, but um, when I was working as a production assistant in New York at a TV station, they said do one package, which is like a news package, and it
Okay.
was like a video, and it was
Package is like a story.
yes,
Okay.
do like a story, and it was for Restaurant Week in New York City, and I said okay, so I did it and I enjoyed it, and then a bunch of time went by, and then I went to another station and they said to me, hey, you know anything about food? We need a food reporter. And I said, yes, all these things just kind of lined up. And I was like, the only story I ever did was about food, and then it just kept happening. I feel like things end up where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's very zen of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I need more of that attitude in my life. Oh, I was like, what the fuck is this going on? We did this for a reason.
I'm always trying to control things.
Yeah.
The Zen thing is new.
Okay.
Actually, the Zen thing is fake. I'm like pretending right now.
Because the camera's rolling and I have a persona.
I have the persona to keep up.
Yeah.
No, I'm nuts.
Get that.
I need to be in control of everything all the time. And so, but the best things that have happened to me are things that have been totally out of my control.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So I'm trying to let that happen for a little bit.
When it comes to, so I assume the live went well. They're going to have you on again, and hopefully you're going to see him in person. Does that compel you to learn more about it, or do you think part of the charm is it is kind of new? You know what I mean?
It's a little bit of both. So like when I didn't know much about BKB, I went in with a full notebook. I spent a week studying all of the fighters, all of their stats. I actually have the notebook on me. It's color coded. It has all the information because I wanted to go in as prepared as possible. But again, as someone who hasn't done that before, it's hard to be prepared to call a fight as it's happening. So the newness, I think, is just going to be a thing.
Yeah.
The figuring out is just going to be a thing. But I do think that I had some like fun lines and some good questions for Ellie because there are people watching who don't typically watch.
Sure.
There are people who have the same questions that I do that they have no one to ask.
Right.
So I am learning more about BKB. I am learning more about the fighters and the fights that are coming up. I'll be at BKB 56.
And where's that located?
That's going to be in LA.
Oh,
and actually, Jackie
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna be fighting.
She's going to be.
Yeah, she just signed.
Yes.
Yeah, very.
So that's really exciting.
That's very cool. It's funny. The fight community is so big and incredibly small at the same time. Everybody kind of knows everybody or whatever. But I can relate with you on knowing the facts. When we first started doing the podcast, I I could just go off the rip, and that's definitely more my skill set. With the podcast, I'll do like these hype intros, right? And I planned those twice, and both times went horribly. So I just kind of like crack open a beverage. Let's go, let's rock. But Power Stop's getting big enough now where I'm not remembering as much detail about all the fights and like all the strikers. So I've started doing a similar thing where I don't want it to be so textbook where I have like, you know, I'm interviewing Chief and I'm like, okay, your fight was this and this is that. Like I want it to flow,
Right.
but I can relate that there does come a point, even with someone who has enjoyed fighting for a long time, or once you're in it, it's a different level and you do want to be prepared. You do want to have these things. So you're not saying, a record wrong or a move wrong or things like that. So
Sure.
I can thank you for that because most people would just go, okay, give me the mic and do it, but you're putting in the work.
Yeah, I would, like I said, I need to be in control of everything I possibly be in control of. And so I was like, I need my highlighters.
Yeah.
I need my notebook. I needed to know some things before I went out there. And I'm about to do the same thing. But you're right. I do want there to be a naturalness to it. And there is. I mean, you really never know what's gonna happen with
Yeah.
bare knuckle.
100%.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. How's the gaming stuff going? You still doing that?
Gaming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I game. I play World of Warcraft. I play League. I play Power Wash Simulator.
Power Wash Simulator, a little
Yes.
AWS going on. Yeah. What is that? Is it exactly how it sounds?
Yep, you just wash buildings and you get paid for it. And by the way, you don't get paid enough.
You
I
never
was
do.
I watched a whole fire station for $1,000. Like, it took so long. It took me like hours sitting on my computer.
Dude, that is so funny. Oh my gosh. So our kid, when he was 3 or 4, it wasn't power washing, it was hair cutting.
Oh,
And he would sit there for hours doing like cornrows. And then like the next person would be a buzz. Yeah.
I need that game.
That is hilarious.
That sounds like something I would really love.
It's a good time cruncher. Yeah. Well, man, it's good to see you. Good to catch up. It's been a minute. I mean, I see you at all the events, but just sit down and get to know you a little bit more career-wise and personally. Is there anything else that you've got going on that we need to know about?
That I've got going on.
You got BKB, power washing thing. You know what it is? It's like,
Oh my.
so much happening.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I go back to
How's the pillow business? I don't know how to sound exposed. Is that a pillow on there?
the pillow business and boom.
It's booming.
Yeah, if you want a pillow of me of half my body, you can buy that. Which is great. They're actually great, by the way.
Dude, I'm not against it at all.
No,
Not against it at all.
but I'm really excited for Power Slap.
Yeah.
It's
So,
really cool.
are you involved with Power Slap? Similar to BKB in the sense of the right people know you and they ask you to do specific content.
They don't ask me to do specific content
Okay.
at Power Slap. They just ask me to come and they don't even ask me to do content. They say, come. And then I go, I love it here. I'm doing content.
Okay.
Because I really do enjoy it. And like I said, I'm getting to know more people and really having a great time. I like
That's
that.
so key.
Yeah, about the strikers, like the thing I like most is that they're serious, but they're willing to make jokes. They're willing to have a good time with me. It's a little bit harder when someone is just too focused on that because I'm not like that.
Right.
I'm more.
No, you're right. Power Slap's different in a good way.
Yeah.
So that, like at the end of the day, they all kind of know what we're here for.
Yeah.
And there is beef, there is, bad blood, this and that. But overall, I would say most of them are buying shots afterwards, no matter how the fight goes.
Hell yeah.
So they're much more open, which
Yeah.
is great. Yeah.
And I'm really excited for Ellie. She's my best friend. We met through Power Slap, and
Are you in Vegas now or no? You don't live in
I don't live in Vegas. I live in New Orleans.
You're still in no.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm in Vegas like every 2 weeks.
That's why I asked. I'm like, there all the time.
And I was just doing like 2 weeks ago because she was doing a camp, and I was like, let me come.
Come on, let's hang.
Let me watch. And now she's like hitting the bob, and I'm like, that was too high. How do I know?
Dude, it just happened. No, for real. So when we went to Power Slap 8, that was the first thing. That's the first thing we ever got, introduced to it. And I swear to you, by Power Slap 12, my 11-year-old was like, too high. nobody when I told him or taught him this. You just absorb. Yeah, yeah. It's part of the fun.
And I think it kind of like slows down in my head now. When I used to watch it, I'd be like, that was too fast for me to know what actually happened. But now I can kind of really see it.
Yeah.
And everyone has a different slap, a different technique. I find it so fascinating.
I go like,
Yeah.
that shouldn't be a thing, but it totally is. So with this new knowledge and being around it so much, and Ellie obviously is she's not a connection to the sport. She is the sport right now.
Yes. Yeah.
Ever thought about getting up there?
No.
My girl.
No. Yeah, I would be okay slapping someone. I don't want to get hit in the face. I've never been
It's
hit
scary,
in the face.
no?
I have hit people in the face.
Yeah. Well, if you need to do some slapping, I've been slapped personally.
Yes. But
You would never reverse that and take.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I take like a love tap.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's kind of fun once in a while.
Sure.
Get a little freaky with it,
Yeah.
but not much more than that.
Okay. So the fighting bug hasn't really caught you. Okay.
I don't think it ever will.
Yeah. That's good to know up front.
Yes.
Because it's also the fight world is a very mysterious world. They can lure you in and you're not sure.
Sure. What about you? Are you gonna?
No, I called out Bryce Hall heavily.
Oh, well,
Like, yeah, you know what? I'll just tell you a story. I've never done this before. So, Chief, you getting this? So, so this is real.
okay.
So every year I pick something that I want to accomplish outside of like normal life.
Sure.
So like, and then last year, 2 years ago, they blurs together, but whatever, in the past. I was like, I want to get in a fight, right? Like I'm around it all the time. I trained MMA when I lived in Vegas for 6 months at Syndicate, and it's kind of addictive. You feel good, and you just want to, like anything, you want to test your skills. So, no lie, man. I went out and saw Bare Knuckle at Albuquerque, and I was talking with she's gonna kill me because I forget her name now. It wasn't Britain. It was the other champ. Who's the other champ, bro? It's got like the neck tattoo and she's a beast.
A girl?
Yeah. Christine. Where? Yeah. So, bro, you'll love this. So I interviewed her, and then for some reason she didn't want me to air it, and I still could, but I respect
You're
it.
respected.
Yeah. Look, I have more things on my mind. I don't care about more clicks and views,
Sure.
or whatever. So, so I had her number, and I was going back and forth and I hope I get this correct, fam, but she is either in a relationship with or is very close to the matchmaker. And I was like, I want to fight Bryce. I got this ass. You know what I mean? Like it's over. Yeah. And she's like, we can make this happen. It started building and building. Holy shit, this is going down. So I hit up his manager in the DMs, and he just shot it right down. He was like, I get all these DMs every day. They all want to fight Bryce and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, think about it, dude. I'm just a podcaster. He's just a content creator. Like I'm older, he's younger. We can really hype this up. And he goes, and basically he was spinning it into, no, you just want to build up your clout because it's Bryce Hall.
Sure.
But I tried to explain to him, I don't know who the fuck Bryce was till like 6 months ago. Like I'm not in that world.
Right.
But to his team's credit, we really did talk. And it wasn't like fuck off or anything like that. Like eventually it became to this is never happening, but what do you weigh right now? And then it was like, dude, just give it a rest. But wait, how old are you again? And they're like, there were these little questions of like trying to piece it together. And then I was so excited and I was so ahead of myself that I didn't even know what weight class he was. So I went and watched his fight. This is just me getting hyped up. Once I see a goal, I kind of just put blinders on and like, fuck it. Right. So I was in that mode. And then come to find out he fights at like 140 or 150. So I'd have to drop literally 50 pounds. And I was like, and maybe I should have got some research before I just started calling shit out.
Just calling people out.
Oh, dude, I was sending him audio messages like, "Let's go, Bull, let's go." And so when those come out, it'll be maybe slightly embarrassing, but more fun than embarrassing. But no, that was real. Like I had probably a week's worth of dialogue with his manager.
Oh wow!
And then it finally came down to the only way this is happening is if you put up like $100,000 or something to like. So the promotion doesn't lose out on like a nobody in me who's never fought. And then one guy who's at a fight,
Yeah.
But the manager was very worried about optics. If I beat him, he lost to an old man.
Right.
If he beats me, he beat up an old man. And at the end of the day, it wasn't going to happen anyway because I'm not dropping to 150 pounds.
No, you're not an old man.
I mean, I like to think I still have some in me, but numbers wise, I keep looking back like he's judging us. But I'm getting there. I'm halfway to dead.
The way you say it is like, I'm an old man, like you're 8. You have an old man you found on the street.
I do have to stay. I do have to stay young though, because wifey's 10 and a half years
Yeah.
younger. You know,
Wifey's young and hot with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
If people knew what it took, you know what I mean, to still be in wifey world, well, maybe I would get a fight.
Sure.
I do.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I haven't done it yet. That was definitely working towards it. And then the second I saw I had to get to
No.
So we still have some bucket list things to do. And being in the world that we're in with content creation and all that, you really do just never know. You know, one day you're doing this and the next day you're content, man. It's cool.
It's crazy. It's a crazy life, but I'm really here for it. I love it. I love surprises.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, this is what I'm doing right now. Hopefully I do this for a while. I want to do this for a while, but who knows? Something else might happen next.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, on that note, it's about to end it.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. Just keep going and things do happen and you just jig and adjust when needed, then. Yeah.
100%.
Taylor, so good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Everybody, follow this girl. She's doing so many things you can't even comprehend. You want to power wash or you want to power slap or you just want to power out and veg out and watch some commentary. She's your girl. Thank you so much for coming on.
Of course. Thanks, Jeff.
All right, thanks.